Hey, hey, what's up, guys? Goose here, and another video for you as we got to go over the fantasy, the NFL fantasy. As I said, I need to do a better job going over this, and here we go. All right, so this was week number 6 that we're going to go over, and make this. There we go. All right, so first game that we're going to go over is Goose versus Maverick. As Maverick got the win, 116.12 points to Goose's 105.28. As Maverick tops GooseSports to capture third place in the league. As Lamar Jackson was his big carrier, 23 points to 18. And man, I had a bad game with Zach Moss. He only had a half a point. That was really bad. But man, but then I know I had Cole Kmet. I had some other players do well, but man, just couldn't. That half a point, that half a point just doomed GooseSports. As Maverick got the win. All right, let's see how I checked it. There we go. You got Fluffy, 152.86 over Window Liquor, 149.50. So close matchup there. As Fluffy comes back to top him. And Fluffy's now at 8th spot. But Jared Goff had a really good game for Window Liquor. And he had 37 points. But look at Alan Lazard had 35 for Fluffy. And let's see, any other points stand out? You got Drake London had 19. To Juwan Jennings only 5. So, but yeah, it was Alan Lazard's 35.4 points that really helped out Fluffy as he came back and beat Window Liquor on that Monday night matchup. So you got bowl season and the threat. This was a blowout, 120.70 to 52.70. As the threat. Looks like he didn't make any changes because he had some bye weeks, as he had 1, 2, 3 players that had 0 points. And so yeah, that was just we got 4 players. You had 4 players with 0 points. Yeah. So it feels like the threat didn't update his fantasy. Yeah, we got bye week. We got little bye weeks, as I call them, because you got bye weeks now in the NFL. So some players are going to be playing. So you got to make sure that you get your teams in. But all right, and we got the Louisiana public school system versus Tacalo, and the Louisiana public school system has won 3 games in a row. Man, they're coming back with a vengeance. But well, we all know that the Louisiana public school system will falter at the end, but. They got the win 126.52 over 77.36 for Tacalo. So both these teams now 3-3 on the season. And see, we got here. We had Jonathan Brooks had no points. Nico Collins had no points for Tacalo. As I think is that Nico Collins out? Let's see. Isn't he out? Yeah. He's out for. He's almost So man, you gotta get. Let me go back to that. Let's see here, am I right one? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so Nico, you gotta make that change. As Nico is out for a few weeks. All right, so both teams now improved to 3-3. You got Globo Gym and Sloped Roof. As Globo Gyms wins 148.90 to Slope Roofs 88.62. Both teams are now 4-2 on the season. As Globo Gym, Purple Cobrats come back and they rise to 2nd place in the league. As Joe Burrow was the big number get there for Slope Roof. But look at Brees Hall had 23.9 points for Globo Gym. And then we had Chris Olave had -0.5 points because he only had that. He had that one play where he fumbled the ball, and then Garrett Wilson had 29.7 for Globo Gym as they get a big win as they now prove to 4-2. They're second in the league, and but Slow Roof is still one in the league, I believe. They got Pimp and Maleficent as Pimp and Pimp wins 170.04 to Maleficent 45.22. 3-3 for Pimp and Pimp, 1-5 for Maleficent. As another instance where they have 0 points. As hey, gotta make sure it's your fantasy that you have your players subbed out, that they're missing a week. It can be. I know sometimes you have guys that are hurt, questionable, and you can't sub nobody. I get it. It happens, but just make sure you get it. As Caleb Williams had 28 points to Dak Prescott's 3.2. That was a big hole to come out of, even if you play all your players are played. All right, let's see. Now we got week number. Oh, I'm sorry, we got to go with the standings. Let's see where the standings at. We'll go over the standings, and then we'll go over with the. Here we go. Then we'll go over with the next week. This week, coming week is. All right, so we got in the Goose division, you got Slope Roof. You got Slope Roof and Goose Sports tied at 4-2. Then you got Window Liquor at 3-3. Louisiana Public School Systems 3-3. Maleficent 1-5, and the Threat is 1-5. Over in the Gander division, you got Globo Gym and Maverick. They're both 4-2. You got Pimp and Pimp 3-3. Fluffy 3-3. Bowl Season 3-3, and Takala also 3-3. So very competitive division in the Gander division. So right now you have Slope Roof in the one. He has the top spot. Then you have Globo Gym at 2, Maverick at 3, and Goose Sports at 4. So right now, if that was the case, you would have Slope Roof versus Goose Sports and Globo Gym versus Maverick in the playoffs. But a long way to go before that. Alrighty. Now I got to go back to the schedule. All right, here we go. All right, this week you have Goose Sports versus Pimp and Pimp. You have Window Liquor versus Maverick. Let's see. Let's do the game center. Here we go. This one I wanted to see. All right, so Goose Sports versus Pimp and Pimp. As this is what I wanted to see here. All right, so of course it shows your players. So yeah, make sure you got your players. Make sure you got your players played, and don't have anybody not getting no points. All right, so we got 4-2 versus 3-3. Then we got Window Liquor versus Maverick. Maverick is 4-2. Window Liquor is 3-3. So both those teams are trying to get a win. Then you got the Threat and Fluffy. Fluffy's 3-3. The Threat is 1-5. So the Threat needs to make a comeback. They want to be a threat in the playoffs. Then you got a battle of 3-3 teams. You got the Louisiana Public School System and Bowl Season. They're both 3-3. And both teams are on a little win streak, so to speak. All right. Then you got Sloped Roof versus Takalo, 4-2 versus 3-3. And Sloped Roof trying to stay in that top spot in the league. And Takalo 3-3 as they're trying to get a win to help their chances to get in the playoffs. Then you got Maleficent and Globo Gym Purple Cobras, as Globo Gym is 4-2. Maleficent is 1-5. So Maleficent, they're starting to slip back in the league, man. As it's a point in the season where you got to start winning some games because you don't want to fall too far back because you got to finish in the top 4 to make the playoffs. But there it is, man. So there's your week number 6 recap in the fantasy league. And then we went over what's going to happen in the coming week. This week, week number 7. Make sure you have your fancy teams good to go. And I'm going to make sure I got mine good to go too. I need to practice what you preach. So have a good one, and we'll see you guys next time.